Yeah. I'm gonna just start off by being transparent and a motherfucker with y'all. It's hot in the bitch. Hot in the bitch. But today we got a special treat, man. Other than my motherfucking GABA leaf that didn't dried up on me. That's the thing about these motherfucking leaves and shit. You gotta keep these motherfuckers moist or they gonna go to hell. So the way to do that is you put them back in the container and you pour some water in there. Not a lot, but you pour some water in that motherfucker, shake it up, mush it around a little bit, and go. It'll be all right. Just for now, we one man band. So what we doing is we are re-evaluating. It ain't even re-evaluating. It's the new season of motherfucking 60 Days In. I remember they told us something like, the contestants from the last season, they become like trolls to the new season. So don't ignore them. So I remember thinking like this shit was gonna last forever. Like shit. Ride the hype from being on TV and all that. Ride this shit gonna ride forever. So now, finally, we got a new season of 60 Days In. So they can finally forget about dirty. But we're gonna see about these new contestants though. So I probably might get a little PTSD or something in this bitch. A little PTSD or something. But let's see what it do like though. We're gonna hit this play button. I'm gonna stop when I stop. This is the deletion show. The deletion show. Because as soon as this live is over, delete. And they won't get me. So they in Utah. They in Utah County.
We only do this season for like not years. What?
So they've been waiting to do 60 days, 9 years.
Coming back in here brings back bad memories. When I dressed out, I felt like an inmate. Immediately in that moment, I knew that this was real.
The jail smell, it's hell. It's the worst scent I've ever smelled in my life.
This is jail. This is for head. It's punishment.
Straight Utah. So I've been through Utah too. It's cold the motherfucker there. But I've been there. And it ain't no black people there. I like that. Mormon country.
I was raised here in Utah County. I've been here my whole life. My family's here. I've raised my kids here. It is just a beautiful place to live. We're surrounded by a mountain range. There's all sorts of wildlife. We've got the outdoor recreation.
We're going to get to...
hiking.
We want to see the contestants. I don't want to hear about the sheriffs.
Be found.
East Coast to West Coast, and let me tell you, you get more.
Yeah. It looks like a smoker jail, to be honest. All right, let's go. Wait, let's go. All right, first contestant, let's go.
Participants are ready and willing to help us. They'll see everything the inmates are doing that the deputies can't see. They'll find contraband if it's in the jail.
She looks, oh my God. Oh, he's extra. They got an extra motherfucker in there.
And after 60 days inside, they'll share everything that they've learned.
This motherfucker was walking with his hands balled up.
But I'm counting on them.
My name is Scarlett. In addition to working with the Navy, my side hustle is modeling lingerie and sexy poses. You know, people think modeling.
You are not sexy, so stop it.
You're not doing it right.
My name is Quell. I was a correctional officer on Rikers Island. I've been assaulted. I've been jumped. I've been punched. So when I go in, I'm gonna show you who really run this.
Oh. All right, he said he been assaulted, punched, all that shit. So he gonna see what the inmates is made of. Motherfucker, they gonna see what you made of. You the one being assaulted and punched. I promise you. Don't know ex-CO, don't know ex-CO. They're not gonna sit here and act like they didn't get assaulted and punched for a reason. Ask Skyler. Every CO that had it coming, I would say 9 times out of 10, if a CO got assaulted, they had it coming. Because CO that ain't done nothing, that do his hate and hit the gate, he ain't on nobody radar like that. Maybe because of your police, but for the most part, they want them assholes.
I grew up in the country. I love the Lord. I love guns.
We got a bail bondsman.
This at all. I'm here for a good time.
My name is Corey. I'm a super fan. I've been watching the show since junior year of high school, so I want to prove myself right that I can do this.
My name is Fabian. At 18 years old, I got sentenced to 5 years in the state prison. I live the street life. I'm the type of person that if you go up with them, you'll be even better.
My name is Baby.
Hold up. That's the motherfucker I'm talking about, the extra motherfucker. This motherfucker is extra.
I have 2 bachelor's degrees and then I have a master's in criminology law and society. Hopefully not nobody trying to funny stuff because law student or not. I'm still from the hood, so.
My name is Daniel. I'm a recovery advocate. I've been sober
All right.
7.5 years. I detoxed from IV fentanyl on an abandoned building floor. I can last 60 days in jail. I'm excited to get.
Okay, so the way this show works is this. They bring these contestants in, right? They bring them all in. The difference between my season and this season is they didn't let us meet the other contestants off the bat. Like, we didn't meet the contestants. I only met Katy Perry and the other ex-correctional guard. Let me turn this up so y'all can hear it. Because I'm pretty sure there's some more contestants.
It's underway. I want these participants to be successful, complete their mission, and not be discovered while they're inside. I've seen in the last few facilities an epidemic of tap-outs, and I don't want that to be.
Did he just fire on me? Yes, he did. I think he just fired on me. Epidemic of tap-outs.
to happen in our facility. This time, there will be no tap-outs.
You ever explored belly talk?
All right, so the one thing about A&E is they're going to commercial your ass to death. That motherfucker said, ain't going to be no tap-outs this season. Yeah, I know that was a shot, Sheriff Cowboy Hat. That's what I'm going to call him, Sheriff Cowboy Hat. That motherfucker said an epidemic of tap-out. What about my blood pressure? Shit. It's all right, though. We got a hard-ass contestant from Florida. The one with his hands balled up, he's from Florida. He's somewhere where Young By the Way is. Might even be the same city. So, because these motherfucking commercials are so goddamn long, that's why I'm just going to talk. I'm going to be the intermission between the commercials. You think the bail bondsman gonna make it? Around, she gonna be going around talking, I bail you out for free in 60 days. More like 60 minutes if she going with a sales pitch. That's the thing. It's a trip, man. It's like going to a college and graduating or moving on or whatever, flunking out, whatever. And then all of a sudden, it's another class. It's another class of participants. Do I feel some kind of way? A little bit. A little bit. Do I care? Hell no. Somebody else can take the fucking spotlight. And they making them play together. That's crazy. Yeah.
We signed up 1 year. Did you? BBC. Watch now. Part of the pursuit, a crime and investigation of that only on A&E. Watch next day on the A&E app.
They make this shit look so sensational, don't they?
So this is the second largest jail in the state. Our population is significantly increased with the number of mentally ill and unpredictable and violent people. You know, when I first started over 20 years ago, it was almost like if we had somebody on murder charges, they'd be like rock star status, like, holy cow, somebody did that here. And now we have 25 or so that are currently in custody awaiting some sort of homicide.
Only 25. I wish they would have sent me to a jail like that.
Like all of our housing areas are named after
I wish they would have sent me that.
Both of them Utah resorts, but we got some Colorado in here too. Alta is our male intake area. Bottom chair, come on out. It's pretty critical for us to pay attention to them, especially the first 72 hours, because they're just off the street.
They usually keep you in here for about 3 to 5 days. Little yoga gym pop.
I ain't even smoking for this shit. This shit got my blood pressure rising.
Keep coming and coming and coming.
There's like 5 new people that got here last night.
Yeah.
I hear everybody's just kind of detoxing, so it's sad to see.
People cry when they come in and do here a week or two. Nah, you're gonna be fine.
When you come here for the first time, it's a super scary thing. I mean, when I first came here, I was, petrified, but I just try to keep to myself as much as I can.
They tell you, man, they'll be making no friends in jail.
And just back in my day, yeah, just roll over and start sucking the. I came in with one black guy and left with 2, dude. I was like, you're not putting the fucking cell to me. No, I'm not here.
So this is Sundance 1.
Oh, crap.
Yes, we thanks very much. This is general population, male housing area. It'll hold 64 inmates. This is Sundance 2.
As long as if I would have went to Sundance 2, I'd have been cool. Put me in my motherfucking cell.
Go ahead, do what you do, man.
What should we know about this place?
What do you want to know about this place? Put books in there so many times on recovering addicts, you know what I mean? Struggles feel.
All right, we ain't gotta watch the addicts and all that, man. We trying to get to the participants.
Experiences beyond the guidebook on tours that are planned and left.
All right, man, we gotta be strategic with this as we scroll through these commercials that A&E, because really I'm just I was gonna make it all fancy and shit and try to sensationalize it up. Dirty Weather, the new season, 60 days in, all that G shit. Nah, I'd rather y'all just kick it with me. No, I'm not saying addicts don't count. Now let me like I'm just saying I ain't saying they don't count now. I'm just saying like I ain't gonna try to sit there and watch that. Damn, 7 motherfucking commercials. See how A&E do? 7 commercials. That's how they do when the season starts. Then when it starts going into the thickest shit, then they might come with like 4 commercials, 5. They come with you might guess it by now. A&E, I don't really give 2 shits about A&E no more. They showed me love while it was there, but when it was done, oh, A&E, shit, man, they discarded me like a piece of fucking rare meat. Rare meat. Maybe he says he sucks Peter. Even if he did say he sucked Peter, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Daniel Berry, what's happening, man? You know what's funny is the people that came here. Hold on. Y'all see me behind that thing. I'm behind here. I'm there. What's funny is the people that's watching this show waiting for me to say something about them. I'm going to tell you, beat the traffic because it's not going to happen here. I don't care if I got 5 people in here. You're not going to hear me mention you or anybody you fuck with. We watching 60 Days in, looking at these new characters and things.
Between buyers and
I was going to smoke, but I don't feel like smoking. I'm going to have a nip with y'all, though. I should just let the whole shit play, huh? I should just let the whole shit play. I'm deleting it any motherfucking way. I'm going to just let it play.
You guys don't pick up. So.
You just have so much energy.
I'm so much better now. Fentanyls. I said, why? Doesn't it just make you go to sleep? Sometimes it does if you do a little too much, but it's okay.
They really sitting here talking about fentanyl like it's like shit, man. That shit is killing motherfuckers. As you can see, it don't matter if you in California, New York, nigga, Montana, Washington, it doesn't matter. Fentanyl is everywhere. And as you see in this little jail in the second biggest town in Utah, it's a fentanyl crisis too. So it's not just where you are.
Oh my God. Well, have you ever been tested 2 times and I've been doing only 3 years?
Only died 3 times.
So an extra large 2X, and this irritates me. Why is there 5 rows here and 4? I don't know. All the shows could really be cheated.
We just did that.
Okay, well, who did it? My name is Luna. I committed fraud. I got arrested and I had never been in trouble before. I've been here for 7 weeks, so it's 49 days. So I've got 70 more to go. If I was deputy here, no one would like me. You know, because I'm just, quote unquote, I run a tight ship. Thank you. Alexa, are you done? Oh, yeah. You want out. No, you're not. You want to know to steal your...
Man, them motherfucking type of inmates right there used to piss me off. Do you get them a little bit of power and they think they're the police? So they got states where they had legendary like inmates that was like legendary police and was giving other inmates the blues. That shit exists. But we got these motherfuckers like this person right here, the pod quote unquote boss. Ain't she trying to run motherfuckers talking about shh? No, that shit telling motherfuckers what to do. That's a personal issue that she got within herself.
Yes. I know I'm not better than anybody else in here, but I'm super lucky to have gotten like my position as pod worker because I get more rec time and I get some peace and quiet. A lot of the girls in here are like appreciative of it or like, oh, go ask Luna, she can help you, which is nice, you know. But then there's a couple girls who are just like, it's the know-it-all. Luna is a good person. She means well. She's just doing her job to the extreme. Please be quiet. Why are we so loud? There are so few of us in here to be just loud. Sometimes I
Them type of people.
just want to make her like a little badge and call her Deputy No Badge because she reminds me of Junior Deputy.
I don't want to switch sides.
Yeah. It's very rare that you get like an actual like girlfriend situation in here. Shelby and Alyssa were the closest the jail has seen in a minute.
my charges are drug related.
I'm not gonna get in trouble, so I ain't gonna say nothing. But they got a boy in the unit with the girls. A boy. He probably a boy. He boy, girl. I mean, she, them, whatever. But it's shot, man.
Get charges. And I've been here about 6 weeks. I'm with Shelby most of the time. I'll sit there and we'll talk and walk and everything. And well, we like each other. We like each other a lot, actually. But I don't know, like, you guys know he's trans and everything. And I guess just a lot of people don't accept him for that. And I'm like, why judge?
My name is Shelby. I've been
I don't know about that.
90 microphones. That's more than is ever.
Have you ever explored begging?
All right, so as you can see, I'm zooming through this shit. I'm trying to get to the contestants because there's something that you learn in prison. You learn in prison, right? It sounds crazy, but you have hands-on experience with all different type of personalities. Like it's like the equivalent of being a psychologist and then having the people to work it on at your not disposable fingertips. Like you got a bunch of different test subjects to work this shit on. Most psychiatrists in the world, they go to school, they read books, and they get whoever comes to their office and they have that. That's it. But when you in a prison environment, you have to use every skill known to you to survive, or you will perish. And there's a lot of different ways to perish. Commercial number 2. You don't want a favorite person. Hell no. Nah, hell no. Man, them motherfucking pod, what we call them, not pod boss, but the house man. We call him the house man. Them motherfuckers, man, you get the wrong house man and they take that shit to heart. Like they just super privileged. And that goes on everywhere. We're only watching sports. I remember the house man got his ass beat too by a Mexican. The Mexicans used to come out in Sacramento County. They'll come out and they'll go rush to the big TV and put it on the Mexican channel. Don't nobody speak Spanish. They out there stretched out on the couch and shit because the big TV got 3 couches. It's 4 Mexicans, 4 paisas stretched out. While the other small TV, every nigga is standing room only. Blacks, whites, other Asians, standing room only. Because they had it to where like whoever gets to the TV first type shit. So finally a nigga was like, man, fuck all that. Fuck all that. And he called out the paisa. Come on, bitch. Come to the fucking blinds. Man, I wish I could say that bro beat the paisa up. But the end result is it looked like bro was drowning. Like he opened up with a beautiful set. Bing, 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 bing. Man, that paisa ate all that shit, and came back at him. That nigga had to hit the button. Asthma attack. Asthma.
Today, the participants are going to get a chance to meet each other for the first time. We don't want them wasting any time trying to figure out who's a participant.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Okay, so that's different. The other seasons, they wanted us to figure out who the other participants was and all that bullshit. So I can see in this season, they switching it up. They let you know who's who from the gate. That's different.
We want them to work more as a team and focus on their mission.
So I'm Scarlett. Daniel, nice to meet you.
You too. What do you do?
So right now I work in behavioral health. I'm a behavioral health analyst for the government. I work with sailors all day. And I want them to be invested in what I have to say.
Behavior health analyst. So that she deal with the mind of sailors. The mind of sailors. The other dude, I think he's an ex-junkie.
Okay, so I'm doing 60 days in because I want that street cred. This gives me the.
Hold on. She just said she's doing 60 days in because she want the street cred. Y'all hear that shit?
Ability to say that I'm just as tough as they are. I can handle the stuff that's messy and uncomfortable too. What about you?
I work in treatment. I'm an advocate. So I'm in recovery myself since November 1st, 2016. People in active addiction. I want to find out what is being done for those individuals in this jail. And maybe somebody in there needs my help. That's why I want to do 60 days.
He trying to be like Katy Perry. Katy Perry was like, I had a drug story and I want to help change lives in there. Katy Perry. Y'all remember Katy Perry? This dude come in already. He looking a little sweet.
Hey guys.
Hey.
How are you? How you doing, man? Good. Corey. Daniel. Nice to meet you. You too.
Scarlett.
Nice to meet you, Scarlett.
Nice to meet you.
I'm a super fan. I've seen every season, every episode. I want to do it for the experience. I've never been to jail. And then it'd be interesting to see how I handle myself in there with a criminal. Because no one's going to tell me I can't hang out with a certain type of person.
We know what that means. I mean, ain't nobody gonna tell me I can't hang out with Twanisha. My bad.
You guys from?
So I'm from Florida.
Okay.
Cincinnati.
Oh, Missouri here. Okay. Yeah. Wow. And when you think of Utah, you think of ski slopes and mountains and Mormons. So yeah. So you don't really think of like, GDs and Welts and Crips and stuff like that. So
It really threw me through a loop. I was like, where?
yeah, Utah.
I'm Nina.
Oh, Corey.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Hey, Corey.
Corey.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Daniel.
Daniel.
I love the cross handshake. It was great.
What's up by you?
Yes, please. Thank you.
I just listened to Mormon Tabernacle Choir music in the car.
Did you?
It was delightful.
So what is your mission
I don't
for this
know.
program? You don't know.
Mm-mm.
You don't know your mission?
I don't. Do you guys know yours?
I mean, I know my mission.
Tell me yours.
Bam. Number one, deflect. See how they asked her mission? She flipped it on them. Tell me yours.
Drugs and hopefully help the correctional facility be better than it is now.
I like that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just like morale.
I mean,
It could be. You got a great vibe.
usually people who come on the show who have morale don't last too long.
The fuck? I had morale, bitch.
Well, I would want to be in jail with me.
Right.
So maybe
It's not like
We're gonna make this a
I
party.
mean, it's not a party. It's.
No,
Have you guys ever seen the show?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be a party.
welcome.
Of course.
Nice to meet you. Nina.
Daniel.
Nice to meet you, Fabian.
I'm Nina.
Fabian, nice to
I'm
meet you.
Scarlett. Nice to meet you.
Oh, here we go.
Comfy today.
Yeah, you are.
So your name is Fabian.
Fabian.
Where are you from?
I'm from Orlando, Florida.
So what?
O-Town. Shout out O-Town, Orlando, Florida. Shout out O-Town. Well, let's pay attention to this guy. There's something up with this guy.
Did they ask you to be on this? Because of your gold chain? They were like, oh, he looks kind of
Nah, it's in
gangster.
my past. I've been in prison before. Did 5 years, and
5 years?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
it was, but it could
This
be.
is nothing.
Yes.
This is a breeze.
Well, hold on. Season
Well,
7.
honestly, man, 60 days is a breeze, but once you go in there, time goes by so slow.
Oh, we're done. I wanted you to say fast.
I haven't done any time as an adult, but I did about probably a total of like 3 years as a juvenile.
As a juvenile?
Yeah.
Damn, man. I see how epic my presence was on this show. Yeah. Maybe I should have showed him something.
So what do you do for work?
Career criminal. Just kidding.
Yeah, what are you going in for, like tax fraud or money laundering, jaywalking?
So I'm a bondsman.
Yeah.
And I'm exceptional at it.
I haven't really seen much 60 days in at all because when you deal with criminals day in and day out for work, it reminds me of the real tasks at hand that are stressing me out. Just like I bet doctors don't watch doctor shows.
She's going to be the first to go. I'm willing to bet. Anybody willing to take my fade? Miss Piggy is going to be the first to go.
Let's get it going.
And I think Gangsta Belly right here, he seemed a little crazy. So he might go. He might do something. He's a little crazy. He only did 5 years, but you got to watch them people that only did 5 years and they act like they did 27. He like that. Extra.
Am I scared of going? No, I'm not scared of anything. I'm like the toughest person I know.
You look tough, but you look like
You look like you're prissy, like
how can I say
Call her a
not
Barbie.
disrespect, but you don't look like you go to jail. We're going into this world. Have you ever been arrested?
Are you mansplaining me?
I'm like, what?
Are you mansplaining me?
I don't even know what that means, bro.
I believe you.
Mansplaining. I don't know what that means, but I kind of have an idea. It's when a man is explaining something to a woman. Mansplaining. Jot that down. I sip on that. Mansplaining.
All right, well, we're going into this world to the county jail, right? Have you ever been to a county jail? And like an
I've
inmate.
worked quite a bit in county jails,
Have
yes.
you been an inmate? Inmates is totally different. It's a totally different style. Inmates don't care about what the police say. It's our house. If you have another person come at you and try to get at you or fight you or disrespect you, in county jail is we're going to talk it out. We're going in the bathroom. We're going to talk it out. I'm going to poke you up, or you're going to leave my stuff.
I don't want to get fucked up. We're talking something out now.
Oh, that's how it is.
God.
I mean,
That nigga's too gangster for the show already. Already. He talking about poking people up in the bathroom. Like, where'd they find him? They probably was like, you mean to tell me you did 20 years? You seem kind of happy for a person like that did 20. We got this guy right here. This motherfucker did 5 years. He talking about poking people up during a friendly fade.
what's the scariest thing that could happen? Somebody can want to fight. I like to fight, so don't threaten me with a good time. What did you do for prep though to prepare for this?
Yeah.
What tanning? Took the lashes off. Oh, I did because I couldn't let the lashes fall off. Like I will be picking them off of the shower floor and like sticking them back in. I would feel so much better if I knew that there was going to be a hair dryer there and worrying about that.
She's out of there first. She's out of there.
No.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Conversations get good.
How are you? Nice to meet you, AB. Yeah, I know. Nice to meet you, AB.
Where are you from?
I'm from Los Angeles.
LA in the house.
So actually my brother has been incarcerated for 16 years. He was wrongfully convicted when he was 15 years old. And so I went on this journey of going to law school and trying to help get him out and things like that. So
I gotta respect that. Her brother went down for 16 years and she built her life around trying to help him and others in his case. That actually is real respectful. And she's from LA, so let's go. LA, you gotta watch her. She look like a square, but watch her. She might do the thing.
thought this would be a good opportunity for me to kind of be able to relate on that level a little bit more.
I really like Avi. I feel like with her story with her brother and her going to law school and stuff like that, I do think she could be a great impact to this.
How you doing? All right. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm Nina.
How you doing,
It's
Nina?
nice to meet
Nice to
you.
meet you too. I'm a former correctional officer, Rikers Island. So,
All right, former CO,
I'm a police officer now.
former CO, police officer. All right.
Yeah. A lot of people tell me take the belt and badge off and things like that. So I'm taking the belt and badge off. I'm showing you that I'm just like you. So I got a purpose here.
But is there any gangs in Utah?
Yes.
Mormon gangs.
You got Crips, Bloods.
I would think neo-Nazis more than anything. I feel like it'd be predominantly white jail.
I guess we can ask the sheriff.
Boys.
Oh, I gotta take a second.
This bitch started creaming on herself. Y'all see that shit? She started creaming on herself when the sheriffs came in. What the hell?
Whenever I try to sleep, I keep hearing.
All right, man. So we didn't sit here and seen this next class of people, right? One of them is the police. Like we know traditionally from this show right here, for you 60 Days In super fans, like we know traditionally, like the last police was Tony. And Tony was hard to motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. Tony went in that motherfucker and got cracking. He acted like a real full-blown ass inmate. See, I didn't get the chance to do all that shit, but I would have been a real full-blown ass inmate. I'd have got in there and got to a point and forgot about the cameras. I'd have been running my show and all that shit. They'd have been calling me in there every other week like, look, man, we're getting word that you're involved in certain illegal activities. So we're going to need you to stop or you're going to compromise the integrity of the show. That's what would have happened if I would have stayed. Commercial 3 of 6. So it's different. I got to be honest with y'all. It's different knowing that the last season was me and now they got these new dudes in there and I feel I know the process of what they're going through. Except for every show, they try to make it different. They try to mix it up to where to where they can't compare the last show to the last. Off top, letting everybody know who everybody is. They didn't do that. They didn't keep it fair. I probably work with if I know I got a teammate. And so I'm able to, and shit, if I know I got a teammate to come up here and run plays and shit, this shit just like YouTube. I probably would have caught a case, but this shit just like YouTube, though. Shit. Look, bro, they on me about my snoring right now. Go over there. If you hear them talking about my snoring, let me know which one it is. So I'm finna go confront him over there in the corner and probably clip his chin or something. But hopefully we could talk about it peacefully. It'd been something like that. Commercial 5 of 6. If you would have stayed, a nigga would have caught a charge in that county on everything. Man, that motherfucker shit was ghetto and country as a motherfucker. Easily. Because Drip would have, I would have got on, I'd have had to get on Drip shit. They would have packed me out, though. They'd have been like, you too big. You too big. You picking on a young homie. That's how they would have tried to play it in that motherfucker. But shit, man, I'd have went down in history. I would have went down in history. Commercial 6 of 6. But see, from what we've seen right here, we really ain't seen too much of nothing. These guests suck. I'm leaving. You better not leave. I ain't ignoring you. Here, virtual hug, CB. Stop it. Virtual hug. All right, let's see what they got to say.
He's second in charge. And this is Chief Matt Higley.
Why police always seem to got the same damn eyes? Why police always got blue eyes? Certain ones, they got blue eyes with this damn gaze. Am I crazy? Talk to me. If I'm tripping, I'm tripping. But it seems like police always got blue eyes and a cold stare. Can I get a witness?
He's the commander of the facility that you guys are going to spend some time in.
Are you guys Mormon?
Yes.
Oh, I like that.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
We asked the sheriff if he was Mormon. Was it Mormon? Yeah, I'm not familiar with that stuff. I don't know if it's a good thing, bad thing. So, I'm a Christian, so I don't know.
So we've never really done anything like this program can do. And honestly, when it comes down to it, we only know what we know, right? I don't know what I don't know what happens in the jail. So to have a perspective that you guys can bring me.
I love you. Stop playing.
So we wanted you guys to know each other. We wanted you guys to feel like you're more of a team and be able to now focus your energy on the actual mission. Are there drugs in our facility? How are they getting in there? Are there weapons in our facility? Are the deputies treating the inmates properly?
Bam. All right. So for those of y'all that said Dirty went in there to snitch. Do you see that there was just 3 different missions that he gave? One of them, see if there's drugs in the facility. 2 of them, see if the staff are treating the inmates right. And it was another one. I forgot the drink kicked in. But all of them ain't got the same missions. And that was the difference between me and the other contestants. That was their mission to find out drugs and all that shit. That's not my job. Mac Dre, not my job.
And I think having you guys going as a team is going to help you more focus on that.
Appreciate that.
Undercover work's very scary, and that's what you're doing. You're doing undercover work. So you've got to be rock solid on your story, and you've got to stamp the drama.
I'm not really too worried about fitting in. I still got that look to me because the majority of my life has been that lifestyle.
So when you come in,
So some people have something to say, and based on watching this right here, hell yeah, yep, I was undercover. I was undercover in that motherfucker because I didn't have no damn choice. I mean, shit, I got a choice, but I'm undercover. So yes, I wasn't an undercover cop, but I was an undercover participant.
you're all going to be strip searched.
Sexy.
Yeah, it's hot, right?
Can
So-
you do mine?
She hitting on the police. She thirsty the motherfucker.
So
I hear that
that's
shit.
gonna happen. All these jokes and all this freaking what you're doing is stupid, you know. And I'll be honest with you, some of these people are not ready to be in a situation like county jail. You miss know-it-all or you miss untouchable, thinking that you're not gonna get taken.
Miss Untouchable.
Listen, can you please tell them how women are in jail? They're not.
I don't need mansplain. Something in me is cooking something in you. I work in a male dominant industry. So if you think that I am going to get my feathers ruffled over a man trying to put me in my place or tell me what I am, that is the last thing that gets me going. And definitely not from an ex-con. I'm not be able to.
Oh, you still ain't shit. She say, not from an ex-con. Like an ex-con can't tell me shit. You saw she did that shit? I hope she the first one to go. I promise you, Miss Piggy, I hope you the first one to go. Mrs. Ugly and Pink. Yeah, she just said, definitely not an ex-con can't tell me nothing. I work in the male dominant thing. What? She just sat here and got all thirsty in front of the damn sheriffs and shit. I want you to strip me out. I hope she go first.
Teach you something.
You might tap out in 3:30 bullpen.
But
I'm telling you.
I might not. I would say,
I'll put money on.
I think you're judging me.
I would
You're
too.
judging me.
I'll just say the impression I got from it was not necessarily like he was judging you. I get the impression you've done time before, right? And you're familiar with the environment on the inside. So it maybe came off judgy to you, but I think maybe he's just kind of reading your energy. Y'all both are coming from valid spaces, but we're all a team. So let's hear what he got to say. You could take it with a grain of salt, but you could receive it.
You guys have any other questions for us?
What are your biggest concerns or the challenges that you think?
Drugs.
We know that contraband still makes it inside the facility. You got a question?
How many black people are in the jail?
How many?
$1 million question. We in Utah. How many black people in the jail? I remember I went to Utah, Salt Lake City. I was happy to see another black person in the grocery store, in the Kroger's, whatever it was. I was happy, and she worked for the store. I was like, this must not be the side of town where black people are. I'm sorry, but I am just so happy to see you right now.
Black people are in the jail. Okay, so this is Utah County, right? So
Yes, it's predominantly white.
And you know, I thought this might come up. This might be a question. We don't have a lot. We have a few. You'll see the demographic in the jail follows pretty closely the demographic of the area.
Yeah. That's a nice way to say it's white people outside and it's white people inside. The same thing you see outside is the same thing you're going to see inside. That's plain and cut dry. Hey, CB, see that? He was like, you want to know what the demographic is? Look out your motel window.
Caucasian men and women from past seasons, the fear of being like the only white person in all predominantly black jail. I mean, you see that a lot. So now I guess it's my turn to see how it is to be in a predominantly white jail. This is very fulfilling.
So I want to talk about if you find yourself in a emergency situation. I don't know if you've watched the program in the past, you've seen that there's been a signal that people give to get help.
It's getting cold in here.
So this time, there's not going to be a verbal signal. There's just going to be one signal that you give, and it will be this.
Oh, I do that a lot too. I'm so sorry.
Like you're thinking, right? Not just scratch your chin, but like you're thinking.
Okay.
All right. So last season was it's getting cold in here. They told us it's getting cold in here. You know, rub your hands together. There's this season, I guess, is yeah. But some people do that naturally. So it's gonna be some false alarms. But the thing about this season is there's no tap outs. Once you tap, you're out.
I've watched several seasons of this, and it appears to me that there's an epidemic of people that maybe misuse that. They just want a timeout for a minute. We don't want any of that. If you do this, it's an emergency, okay? And if you do this and you need to come out,
you're done.
You're going to stay. Okay? You're going to stay out.
So he just said every time we gave that signal before, it was because we just wanted a timeout. So he eliminating all that. Okay, all right.
You do not get to be fickle and have moments of weakness. You are in or you are out.
Our goal is that nobody taps in. So if you feel like you're going to tap out, let's just do it right now. The door's right behind me and you can hit the road.
That's new. Wow.
Yeah.
Better be all in.
You got to be all in.
Whenever I try to sleep, I keep hearing.
Y'all hear that? So they try to make it. So this is what I see A&E doing. They're trying to switch up the stigma that they got on this show with all the tap outs that have happened in the last few seasons. I ain't gonna lie. There's stuff that happened last season that certain participants did, even myself, to where I was like, well, why the hell you even come on the show? Like, if it ain't that serious to you, then why you even come on? Like, I even had that thought. I asked myself that shit. But I excused myself because I just said whatever health ailments I got is superseding everything else. So fuck that. I'm out of here. And I'm going to say that with my chest out and my chin high. I'm out of here. I'm not dying on nobody's 60 days in. Period. Three and 6. We almost wrapping up, though. We almost wrapping up around this G thing. But so far, Miss Piggy, I got her to go first. The Popo, he might do something. The aggressive ass prison dude from Florida, Orlando, we're gonna call him O-Town. It's gonna get too real for him. I think they're gonna remove him for psychiatric reasons. They're gonna remove him for psychiatric reasons because they're gonna look up and he's gonna really be sharpening a toothbrush, getting ready to get at somebody, and they're gonna have to come in there and pull the plug and get his crazy ass up out of there because he ain't mentally stable. He's not. Sugar Shane. I'm gonna say Sugar Shane. I you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I believe Sugar Shane is gonna complete the 60 days in. It just came to me. Yes, Sugar Shane is gonna complete 60 days in. Who else is left? Who else I miss? The drug counselor dude. He's gonna tap too. I'm only looking at the people that's gonna make it to the end. Sugar Shane gonna make it to the end, and the Popo might make it to the end, and the bail bondsman is going first. This is the last commercial, and this should be the last intro. $60 hours. 5 days. What's 6 times 24? Yeah, I'm saying 24. I'm rounding it off. Oh, my bad.
In jiu-jitsu, boxing, and a little bit of Muay Thai. And today we're going to.
Oh, they're giving them training.
The last thing that any of us want to have happen to you.
What do you think they give us training? Hold on. They're giving them boxing training. That means that they're endorsing you protecting yourself. Hold on. See, they kept it sketchy before. They was like, ooh, like we don't encourage you to fight. We don't encourage that. But you have the right to defend yourself. But it was still sketchy. So they're telling them, if something happens, defend yourself with everything that we teaching your dog ass right now. They ain't do that shit before. They had me scared if I put my hands on somebody. They said you're going to get a new charge in a new state and be stuck. What? This some bullshit. They teaching them to fight. They sending combatants in there.
One. Let's go ahead and get everybody up on the mat.
I mean, I'm not like the other big macho guys like Fabio and Daniel who know how to MMA fight and stuff like that.
Go.
So yeah, I think that I could get bullied.
Oh, this or that, remember that.
He said, think you can get bullied. You don't never go in a situation like that thinking you can get bullied. You already done thought yourself out the game.
I feel like Corey's strengths are going to lie in other areas. He's going to be the brains of this. I'll be the brawn. He be the brains. We'll make this happen.
If somebody came at me, it's gonna be a bad day for both of us. But the inmate's probably gonna have the worst bad day.
Where you really would prefer not to get hit is here and in the back of the ear, because that tells the brain it's time to shut off.
If I feel that you can beat the out of me, I'm gonna go grab a shank and I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna poke you up in the fight.
We just not gonna act like he just said that, and we're not just gonna let that just go over our head, right? He just said, if I think that you can beat me, I'm gonna get a shank and punk your ass up. See, this motherfucker shock value right now, because that's all the shit I was thinking. This motherfucker saying it. So they want him to display how gangster he was in 5 years. Hard time. In 5 years, this motherfucker talking about is there in heaven for a gangster. This motherfucker said, I'm gonna poke you up. Nigga, the average motherfucker doing 5 years, they poke a motherfucker up, they gonna turn that 5 years into 20 years. They ain't thinking like that. So this some TV ass shit. I'm sick of it.
In jail, all I need is a strength and some heart. And if I got a strength and a heart, I'm gonna make the biggest dude be a bitch.
I was an MMA fighter, so it felt good to hit the mitts again and to break a sweat. Like I lived for that for years.
If I could get these things off. My nails.
First of all, I will never ever be able to rock those nails. But she's from LA, so she's fashionable. Like she can rock that look.
And go.
I think AB would wear me out because she's got a lot of energy. She's tough.
You got spunky real quick.
That face is a killer.
Go.
Good, perfect.
As a bail bondsman, I've been in some really tough physical situations.
Bitch, you ain't been through shit. You see that 1-2 combo? It was 1-2 slow. Like that shit, I look, man, she got worked over before the knee even came up.
Yeah, me too. I don't fight real dirty. Like, I just want to win. I'll pull your hair out there. I kind of fight like a hillbilly. Girl, you just ring around the rosy. And for what it's worth, I've never lost a fight.
So if you get down kind of on your knees.
On my knees.
So right here, she can do some damage, right? If she's
Right.
throwing some punches.
The ground maneuvers that we were experiencing were a little bit uncomfortable because it's a very intimate position that you are in. You really get to know a person when you experience that.
I always thought about that. I promise you, when I seen my daughter wrestling a boy, I was like, this shit ain't right.
Yeah. I got what I thought. For real. It was interesting. It was a little harder than I thought, but I didn't break not one nail. So
Okay.
I've stressed I want you guys to be successful. And you remember I talked to you about being a team. Okay, but what I want you to think about when you do that is who's the most prepared and ready to go to complete the 60 days. Because we want no tap out.
All right, let's see what they got to offer this season.
We'll be seeing all of you soon, and 2 of you even sooner.
I want to go in first. Those bitter dudes like Fabian, I don't think they're ready.
No tap outs?
No tap out. We got this.
You can't rush greatness. Everybody tap out and I hold on the show by myself. No tap out.
Too late to back out, right? This is a tough crowd.
Comfortable?
No.
I'm not tapping out because I'm not here to waste anybody's time.
I know that I can take 25 punches to the face before I lose consciousness. I know that I'm tough.
But tap out is a tap out. Fight's over. I'm put myself in this position for a reason. I can do this.
What's wrong with me? Who signs up for this?
Utah County, I guess, is not the county to play with. I'm outnumbered in here.
You know, on the bench here.
My biggest fear was like, don't blow your cover, don't blow it.
Right. You'll be on. Wait, so we pooped in the same room that we sleep?
Yeah.
Oh, the toilet situation is absolutely horrendous.
Someone's like, hey, put the black dude in my room. I was like, oh.
All it does is take one slip and I'm caught. Calls my name, I don't answer. And I can feel like eyes on me. What'll happen to me if they find out who I am?
They give you complimentary shanks again. That's a cone, right?
This is a nightmare for me. Bitch. I don't know how you get through anything like that.
They were gonna beat his ass.
Shut your mouth. You want your mouth.
Is this worth it?
You don't know what goes on in his cells. You don't know what goes on in his head. Everybody wants to tap out of these damn jokes. This was the dumbest thing I could ever did.
Oh, shit. Twinkle, no!
There is no tapping out.
Fire. I'm out of my element. I know suspicions are high.
I'm worried about you and your safety right now.
Yeah. All right. I like that. Hold on. Hey, that was they listen. When they showed me last season when they was doing the thing, and the motherfucker was like, I don't want to die in here. It was like, oh, that's exhilarating, right? But once you know behind the scenes, they're gonna take the stupidest of shit and highlight that shit and make it look like something. But still, even though knowing all of that, it still looks like it's gonna be an interesting season. I'm not gonna say exciting, but it's gonna be interesting. So that's my take of the new cast on 60 Days In. That's my take. And so in a recap, we got the drug prevention counselor, ex-addict. We got the fashion model. And we got the law student. The law student. We got the popo. And we got the ex-con. See, the ex-con, I kind of relate to him. That's how I know he crazy. That's why I don't think he gonna last. Because he gonna be put in some situations where it's gonna be testing his pimping and seeing if he really about that life. Because once them white boys come together and decide that you must be voted off Survivor Island, there's nothing you can do. And it ain't even nothing no other black people can do. Because out there, the way they rocking in Utah is it's every nigga for himself. Every nigga for himself. So we're gonna see what the popo do. We're gonna see what the popo do. CB, I'm free. I am free. See, hey, Skylar, I'm free from this 60 days. Now I can talk about it. See, they will talk about me. Now I can talk about the shit finally. Damn it. Oh, the bell bondsman. I still got her to go first. The bail bondsman is going first. She's not gonna have her makeup, her glamour kit. She gonna have to pee, and she's gonna have to tinkle in front of everybody. Tinkle in front of everybody, and she's not gonna be feeling that whatsoever. So she goes first. I got $5. Anybody taking my bet? Anybody taking my bet? Twinkle Toes? No. Twinkle Toes is gonna last. He's gonna last. But Miss Piggy, yeah, she Pretty in Pink. Oh, she's done. She's first. She's first. All right, y'all. Well, I'm up out of here, man. This has been my review for 60 Days In. Everybody that came here, all my folks, like I see, Greg's, the CBs, the Skylers, my peoples, good looking. It was other people came in here. They was waiting to see me say something about somebody else, and I ain't giving them the gratification because we're like this. We're going that way. I don't even care if it's 10 people. That way, all right? Get them. All right, y'all. So be tuned. More Dirty Nation content coming. You know, they didn't demonetize me, but I ain't tripping like that. Today was just a 60 days in review. 60 days in review of the new characters. Let's see what the A&E got to offer. Guess what, A&E? You'll never get me because as soon as I click in stream, delete. Done. Dirty weather. Gone.